Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Lakers predicted to land NBA champion as starting center. The Lakers' lack of size was severely exposed in the first-round playoff series against the Timberwolves. The franchise is expected to address those issues with the acquisition of a true center in the 2025 offseason. According to online sportsbook Bovada, Bucks big man Brook Lopez is the odds-on favorite to start the 2025-25 season as the Lakers' new starting center. Brook Lopez is the favorite to be the Lakers' starting center next season. Pour at Bovada official Brook Lopez plus 250 Nick Claxton plus 400 Clint Capella plus 500 any 2025 draft pick plus 750 Derek Lively 2 plus 800 Walker Kessler plus 1,200 Miles Turner plus 1,400 Nikola Vucevic plus 1,600 John Collins plus 1,800. It's worth noting that Lopez, 37, would likely be available for a veteran minimum salary, making him the most feasible option for the Lakers. Rob Pelinka and company will have very little salary cap space to work within the 2025 offseason, unless LeBron James, who is owed $52.6 million, opts out of his contract and renegotiates a more team-friendly deal. Another key factor would involve Dorian Finney-Smith's player option. The veteran wing is owed $15.3 million but could opt out of his deal, giving the Lakers more flexibility. Despite their salary cap situation, the Lakers will have plenty of interesting options to upgrade at the center spot. Besides Lopez, the likes of Clint Capella, Miles Turner, Naz Reid, Steven Adams, Moritz Wagner, Al Horford, Kevin Looney and Andre Drummond will become free agents in 2025. Furthermore, Doncic's former Mavericks teammate, Dwight Powell, will also be available for potentially the veteran minimum. A lot of the Lakers' plans could boil down to James' $52.6 million player option. According to Brett Siegel of Clutch Points, James could opt out of his deal to help the Lakers add size. LeBron will likely opt out of his $50.6 million player option, but he is not expected to leave Los Angeles, league sources told Clutch Points, Siegel wrote on March 28. This has been James' strategy through the years, signing those unique 1+1 contracts which give him and the Lakers flexibility to adjust their cap numbers accordingly. Last offseason, James made it clear to Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office that he would be willing to take a slight pay cut if it meant them targeting impactful talents who could increase the team's championship odds. He will very likely do the same this summer, allowing Los Angeles to add more talent around him and Luka Donic. Lopez was a key member of the Bucks' 2021 championship-winning team. However, the 7-footer has seen his numbers dip drastically over the last few seasons. In 2024-25, he averaged 13.0 points and 5.0 rebounds, but was only a plus 1.7 on the floor. During the playoffs, he became an even bigger non-factor, averaging just 14.8 minutes through 5 games of the Bucks' first-round loss to the Bucks. In those 5 games, Lopez averaged a career playoff low 5.0 points and 1.6 rebounds, and could not impact the game defensively. Even worse, he was a minus 5.2 on the floor. Lopez, who previously played for the Lakers, could be an interesting option off the bench. However, the Lakers may be taking a huge risk by entrusting a 37-year-old to solve their issues with interior rebounding and defense. Furthermore, Lopez doesn't fit the prototype lob threat big that Donic likes to play with. It remains to be seen if the Lakers can explore other options, possibly even via trade. For now, they'll try to stay alive against the Timberwolves in the playoffs. Luka Donic pays to restore defaced mural of Kobe and Gigi Bryant in Los Angeles. Luka Donic has stepped up to pay the entire expected cost of restoring a vandalized mural depicting Kobe and Gigi Bryant in downtown Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Lakers' new guard made a $5,000 donation on Tuesday to cover the entire goal of a GoFundMe page created by artist Louis Palcino. He wants to restore the mural, titled Mambas Forever, at 14th and Main Streets. "It was always important to give back to the community," Donic said after practice at the Lakers training complex. "They gave me so much, so I just want to give back." The Slovenian superstar joined the Lakers less than 3 months ago in a blockbuster trade with the Dallas Mavericks. He teamed with LeBron James to lead the Lakers to the Pacific Division title and the number 3 seed in the Western Conference playoffs, but Los Angeles is on the brink of elimination Wednesday night when the Minnesota Timberwolves visit for Game 5 with a 3-1 series lead. Bryant spent his entire 20-year career with the Lakers, winning 5 championships and becoming the top scorer in franchise history. After Kobe and Gigi Bryant died in a helicopter crash in January 2020, hundreds of murals and public art projects honoring them sprung up around Southern California. Giannis Antetokounmpo addresses future amid Lakers rumors. Soon after the Milwaukee Bucks were ousted from the 2025 NBA playoffs on April 29, the chatter of Giannis Antetokounmpo's future intensified. According to multiple insiders, Antetokounmpo could seek a trade out of Milwaukee after suffering a first-round playoff exit for a 3rd consecutive season. Former All-Star Carlos Boozer already has Antetokounmpo's next destination mapped out. Speaking on ESPN's NBA Today on April 29, Boozer urged Antetokounmpo to link up with Luka Donic on the Lakers. "If Giannis doesn't want to come back to Milwaukee, and it's really up to him if he wants to stay or doesn't want to stay, that would revitalize the Miami fan base," Boozer said. "They obviously have a lot of good players. They don't have that guy, which is kind of what we're talking about with Houston. They don't really have that guy. But what's interesting for me, if I'm Giannis and I don't want to go back to Milwaukee, maybe play with Luka? Maybe go to LA? I'm just saying, if he wants to win." After the Bucks were sent packing by the Pacers, Antetokounmpo was asked about his future plans and whether he plans to seek a trade. "It doesn't feel good, man," Antetokounmpo said after the overtime loss, via ESPN's Jamal Collier. "Just got to look in the mirror and I just have to be better. As a team we work hard. We play the right way. Not being able to win games definitely hurts, but you got to keep doing what you're doing. I'm not going to do this," he said of the trade rumors. "I know how it's going to translate. I don't know, man. I wish I was still playing and competing and going back and working out." The Bucks lost the series, 4-1, despite Antetokounmpo's heroics. The Greek Freak became the first player in NBA history to average at least 32 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists through the first 5 games of the playoffs, per ESPN research. The Lakers would have to up a lot to even engage the Bucks in conversation about a potential Antetokounmpo trade. The team would likely have to part with Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht and multiple first-round picks, and even such a package may not be enough to entice the Bucks. According to multiple insiders, teams such as the Rockets, Nets and Thunder may have the requisite assets to put together an enticing package. Even the Spurs could emerge as a dark horse candidate if they're willing to part with prized rookie Stephon Castle. The Nets, -200, have the shortest odds to pull off an Antetokounmpo trade, per online sportsbook Bovada, followed by the Spurs, +325, Lakers, +450, and Heat, +500. The Brooklyn Nets are the favorites to land Giannis Antetokounmpo if he's not with the Milwaukee Bucks next season, per a Bovada official. Brooklyn Nets, -200 San Antonio Spurs, +325 Los Angeles Lakers, +450 Miami Heat, +500 Toronto Raptors, +1,600 according to Brian Lewis of the New York Post. The Nets and Antetokounmpo have mutual interest due to the latter's affinity for the Big Apple. Multiple league personnel that have spoken with the Post say Giannis Antetokounmpo has been and remains Plan A for the Nets, Lewis wrote on March 31. If Antetokounmpo gets traded elsewhere this summer, that may make GM Sean Marks' path simple, tanking for another year and building through the lottery. And you fan? What do you think about Antetokounmpo's situation? Write to us in the comments.